What is up, y'all? Minor Assassin. Early season. Taking out the bell. Got the climber. This is the first evening hunt for me this season. I know there's at least one decent buck in here. Looked like an 8-point. Trail cam pictures I got were fuzzy. Doesn't look very tall time, but he's wide. He's wider than his ears. Hopefully there's something even better. I have a really good wind for this set. The only problem is to access it without ruining what I think is the good spot. It's a long walk around. It would be a short walk with an opposite wind, but it's a terrible wind for that stand. So I'm taking the long way around to access it, and I'm hoping I make the right decision because A, do you cross through the area and leave scent, or do you take the long way in the heat? Therefore, you're putting off more sweat and scent. But I figured I'm going to be using the climber, sweating pretty good anyway, so I want the wind in my favor the whole time. I'm taking the long way around. It'll pay off. I know for a fact it will, because if it doesn't, you'll never see this. About 30 yards from my stand, I bumped what looked like a yearling doe. I didn't see any other deer with it. I'm hoping there wasn't any other deer with it, and I'm hoping she didn't push any back into the woods. She went that way. She went exactly where I'm expecting the deer to come from. That's why I was able to get within 30 yards of her, because my wind was going the opposite direction. She's where I want them to come from. They should be able to smell me if they come from where she just went. So I'm hoping she didn't push them further back in. There's only one way to find out, and that's to sit here. Minor Assassin's early season. I already knocked one doe down. If I have exceptional footage opportunity, I may take another doe, but I'm looking for big bucks always, but possibly a big doe if I can get really good footage. Fucking cameras, nothing ever works right. It's always something. Broadhead of choice, the RAMCAT. Diamondback is a nasty tip. Let's see if we can do some damage tonight. Square up. Bet. Just, I think I just smoked a nice one. Yes. Felt like a good shot. I mean, he was right here, 12 yards. It's the exact same spot that other buck stopped. And I thought about it, and I was like, man, if that was a big one, I'd smack him right there. He stopped right there. Well, actually, I stopped him and just smacked him. Yes. My assassin sticking string, square up. Hopefully that RAMCAT timing back did the job. It sounded, I mean, he just went barreling through the woods. Sounded like he crashed. I'm pretty sure he is down. Oh man, this camera up here. You can see that, my GoPro here. It's fucking falling all over the place on me. I don't know if that one got it or not, but yes, I said on the way in here, I had an option. The easy way in, the long way in. The easy way in, my wind would have gone right to where he came from. That's exactly what I said. Do I come in quick and quiet, or do I have the wind in my favor the whole time? I chose to have the wind in my favor the whole time, and I came the long way through, all the way back here, came up, because I knew the deer were bedding in this corner and filtering up this way, and that's exactly where the wind's coming from. This just seemed like a good bedding area for a nice buck, and still got camera light. He came out, and I smacked him. Modern Assassin's baby sticking string. Yes. Alright, y'all. So I just climbed down, as you can see. And I don't know if you can see it, but right about there is the knock. It's only about 10 yards, 15 yards from me, but it is so thick. I can't even get to it through here. I gotta go around it. But we're gonna take a look. Just look at the blood, make sure it's good. Got decent blood on there. Actually, not quite as much as I thought. But I got blood right here on the trail. There's bubbles in it, good thick blood. I'm pretty sure I smacked him. I'm pretty sure I heard him fall down. Pretty sure he's done right over there, but I'm gonna play it smart. I'm gonna back out. I wanna go get some help. I'm gonna come back in just a little bit.
Rick, come here. All right, come. So a little bit earlier, got out here Friday afternoon, got out here after work, and as I mentioned, there's a short way right here to the stand. I took the long way around. The reason I did that is the wind I had and where I thought these deer were bedding. That way I never once alerted those deer on my way in. It looked like I may have bumped a small yearling deer, but got in and set up. I had a young buck, one I've seen on trail cam, come out, and he locked up in the thicket. There was something he didn't like. He walked out to a spot, and I thought to myself, if that was a big buck, I'd shoot him right there. Again, there was just something he wasn't comfortable with. He turned around, left, looped behind me. About a half hour later, I thought I saw a doe, because come here, right. I thought it was a doe back behind me. I saw the ears flipping, and then when it turned its head, I could see the antlers on it. Came right through the thicket, came in that same spot, and I stopped it at about, I don't know, 9-10 yards, and let one loose, and it looked good, it felt good, got good blood right away. But watching it in slow-mo, it looks a little forward. So I got my boy Cole here with me running the camera. Got Brick suited up, and we're gonna go get on this thing. I'm pretty sure I got a nice buck down. So this is my first year hunting this property. Got permission last year, came in here, and there was a guy hunting in here illegally. Kicked him out, and I didn't get back to hunting it last year. So I sat here one time, earlier in the season. I passed on those, and because I knew there was a decent buck in that area, and just waited him out, and second sit, railed him. My assassins. Brick, you wanna go find this deer? Come on. Come here, Brick. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. All right, so right here, as you can see, obviously, is the arrow. Come here. Come. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. It's covered with blood. I think that RAMCAT did its job. I did hit that deer a little forward. The arrow does feel greasy. There, it's definitely greasy. There isn't a whole lot of blood on the arrow, but there's a lot of blood right on the ground. We're gonna get him hooked up, leashed up, long lead, and I wanna kinda half let him lead the way if he seems like he's on it. Brick, stay. And hopefully we get on this buck. Right here, well, if he's trying to cat, Brick, see he's on the blood right there. See all that blood? Good boy, Brick, stay. 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 Stay there. Stay. Let me get you leashed up. I know, you ready to go find that deer? You ready to search? You ready to search? Where's he at? Alright, you got a light, you're good, right?
Yep. Go ahead. Your thing.
Boy, Brett.
Right there. Oh yeah, blood all over it.
All the way up here.
Running all the way
That's-
down.
that's
Definitely
chest
came through
height.
it. Yeah, right.
He jumped up
Right
in
over.
here too. He jumped right through and over that. That's why there ain't none on the ground. Easy, Brick. Good here. Didn't you say you brought a machete?
Yeah.
You may need it.
I'm gonna film you getting through it first, show them once you go through. Now I'm gonna chop my way through. I'll be right back, folks.
What we got, buddy? What you got, buddy?
That's a good size.
Good boy, Brick. Good boy,
Damn.
Brick. Good
No
boy.
shit. Is he?
Here, can you hold this light too?
Oh yeah. I wanna get all this is your fucking baseball.
Yes.
Look at the size of that guy.
He ain't huge, but
He's
he's a
that's
nice one.
That body's fucking nice. What are you sitting on?
Yeah, this is the one I had on trail cam. That's a nice buck. He's wide. He got short tines. Good boy, Brick. Come here. Come. Come on. Come on out here. Here, let me unhook you. Let me unhook you. Good boy. Oh, look at the size of the body of that deer, though.
Yeah.
That's right, Brick. You did a good job. You did a good job, buddy. Very good boy. Oh, man. All right, well, we are deep in some thick shit, as you can see. I mean, I literally, hands and knees, crawled, 6 inches past this deer, and I didn't even see it. And wasn't until I turned around to make sure Cole was getting through okay. Brick was hung up trying to get back this way. And he fell right off the trail. Good boy. There was hardly any blood on the ground. Not only is this shit thick, but he was jumping over stuff instead of going under or around it. We were finding most of the blood waist high. You can see it came out right in his shoulder and went in right in the shoulder. Look at the definition of that cut by that RAMCAT Diamondback. Look at the definition. That's a pretty far forward hit. But clip the heart. September buck. New property. Doesn't hold a lot of big deer. It's mostly all does here, so I'm glad I was catching one early because I'm going to leave the does as a magnet to bring back a buck in the rut. But Meyer Assassins on the board with a buck here in Maryland, September hunting. Let's get it out and we'll do some more. Good boy, Brick. Very good boy, buddy. Alright y'all, Modern Assassin, we found him. This is a monster body buck. Looks like a 3-year-old with just not a giant rack. He's got one that's kind of chipped already. Looks like he's been fighting a little bit. He's got a weird hole here. I believe that's from when they get mites underneath their velvet and they're still growing. But I had that young buck come out and he was spooky. There's just something he did not like. Good boy, sit, relax. There was something he didn't like. He turned around, walked out. This buck locked up at the same spot. So once he came walking out, I said that was it. I stopped him right where it was. I hit him further forward than I wanted, but came out low when I had to go right through the heart. And brought Brick, leashed him up, put him on it, and he went right through it. There were spots I was on my hands and knees going through. This buck just was bounding over, and Brick here took us right to him. He did a good job, bud. But yeah, good buck. Ain't his biggest monster, but you know, it's a nice one. I'm happy. I got it on film. Not sure how many angles yet because yeah, I haven't got him checked yet, but I'm happy with this one. Good job, Brick. And I'm even more pleased that a dog that does excellent in his waterfowl training is showing a lot of potential for blood tracking too. Brick is just doing awesome. So Meyer Assassin, square up. Use the RAMCAT on this one.